It is TV powered by World Sports Betting. It is times.co.za. Soweto Derby weekend. Soweto Derby fixture in a cup semi-final. It's a Nedbank Cup semi-finals with Orlando Pirates taking on Kaizer Chiefs at a sold-out FNB Stadium. It's going to be a bumper-to-bumper on Saturday at 3 p.m. Very, very interesting game. Arthur Zone calls it an underdog game for him. He says his team is an underdog. Uchoza Rivero is complaining about something else. He says, why is it that Kaizer Chiefs played on Monday, Tina Salango, let's start to they had more rest time than us. So there's already some talks. Utso calls it mind games. Some people may call it excuses as well. You are already preparing us for excuses tomorrow. What's your thoughts, Junior Khanye, analyst, former Kaizer Chiefs winger, played in the Soweto Derby multiple times. What's your thoughts on the game tomorrow?
Nkululeko maprada kunjani?
Yes, sir.
Ngibulisele ngwenye to justice.
Just.
Benedict ngoba nakuseka phumile. Bafethu kunjani, keep on supporting it TV, fighting no one try to fix South African football. Both coaches are my excuse, yabo. Excuses. Yabo, and we need to be honest. Agna underdogs here. Kaizer Chiefs is a big brand. Pirates Tuesday, Monday and Wednesday. Daily League, I think these games fixtures for me like Pumanga now. They needed to plan. You understand? For these cup games, especially kuma game njengala ukuthi very important ukuthi udlalisa ama player mhlambe sengisho angikhuluma kula ma game.
Pirates, actually, you make a good point. Pirates played what we can call a second string team on Wednesday. They rested a lot of their players.
Yeah, so coach, what does that mean to him? He complained on. So he mind game, maybe probably that's what he's saying. So right, kuna maplayer maningi wabonile awarestile coach. But compliment ukutafakele mfano Ratomo talented ntwana ngayibona amadlali under 19 ethu last year school ayistali yazi police azobona umhlolo lapha Nkululeko. So credit utbamfaka umfana, it was a blessing in disguise. I think mele amsebenzisa nakusasa. So both teams going to this game going my expectations for both teams. It's a cup final, a cup. I mean to say knockout. Agna excuse. Agna guti gune. If you do whatever, mhlambe, you resting players, they must come. Both teams, but ready. And I'm sure, I'm a mind game now. Going to this game when Nkululeko truly speaking is not the easy game. Aksi game is good issue. What you've been saying.
Yeah, I wanna say something before that. I was saying that too. Every single time we watch these games, Orlando Pirates is on form.
Yeah.
They play better football. That's obvious. They play better football. But if you look at the last 2 years that we've been doing predictions for 4 years. Yeah, we've been shooting these videos for 4 years. But almost consistently in the last 2 years, last year and the year before, it's not necessarily that you're wrong or I am wrong. It's that Orlando Pirates are in good form up until they play the derby. Yeah. So if Formiabo doesn't translate into the derby, that's been very consistent. Last time Undaoshai on goal, 1-0 Chiefs. Last time out of the blue, the greatest goal I've ever seen with derby, Era Yusuf Mart on his own half, out of the blue. Kaizer Chiefs win. And there were others as well that Kaizer Chiefs have won or draw where we felt to go to they are in such a poor form, they're going to lose as well. So it's not always obvious in the Bayer form with derby.
Yeah, you're really my fact. The thing is, Pirates, the goalkeeper was a problem for me. All these goalkeepers we have in Balapang Kulmanga, especially in Ponjan, big problem. We understand. I remember Nangy came whereby in Jangale Pola Lil Gubal Flika.
I don't know if it was China or Fori or Ponchan, I can't remember.
No, Ponchan, the Bamshaiba Gute.
Yeah, I know Gutum Ponchan long range. I remember that there were people that were criticizing the goalkeeper for Leganda, Uguti, where was he going, stuff like that. But I really didn't have that problem. I don't know who was the goalkeeper. I can't remember who it was.
I'm not too sure, but they made the goalkeeper stand well. Orlando Pirates, they beat Sundown School Cup 3-0, if I'm not mistaken. It was this cup or some.
Yeah, I think it's the same.
Yes, 3-0.
No, it was MTN8.
Yeah, MTN8. Yeah, I meant to say. They beat Sundowns. It was 3-0.
Or 3-1, something like that.
3-0. I remember 3-0. Whereby Usaling Abambalia, their rocket. Axim Nedbank.
I want to say Nedbank Kumbulu to be a lower league team. Most of Nedbank, it was Vendor Academy and All Stars. And I think what is this team? So they've been playing lower league teams up until this point, if I'm not mistaken.
True, according to me. Pirates, for me, they don't have a coach. They find a form. Aye. Ali Ankulego. They've got better players compared to Kaizer Chiefs. But each have good those players whereby in a derby. But complicated isn't. Whereby they're supposed to show up. But show up before a derby or after derby. Most of the games. Munapule Saling, I watched him with derby twice or one. I think I'm at by 2 years. He never show up for me. It's only time because Silo Chamat having in Bonil. And in Bonil, the 2 games he was not there. But tomorrow I'm sure he's going to play. He will be Pirates number surprises. Pirates, they've got experienced players, seasoned players. Mangzo Kuluma 1. Munapole Saling is played for Free Stars, seasoned player. Went to loan Solos, came back at Paris doing well. Is even a contender of player of the season. Temi Gosiloch, former player of the season, he's done well for himself. Miguel Team, season player for Marumo Kalans. If I'm not mistaken, I'm not too sure why we win an abundant to this tournament or MTN it.
When it was Chakuma Chamasi Bandera, I think you're correct. It was him, Ndlondlo in the midfield, Nongema in the midfield. It must have been them.
Yes, the experience. Munari has been with Pirates for how long? Bafana play. At Kaizer Chiefs, going to them, the most reliable internalists, which is the internal doing well with a couple of other games. But for me, when I check the game, the records they're playing, Yobangiti Pirates, they don't have coach, but they've got players who can win things. When Mama came where I see Pirates players, they raise their hands because of the experience. Coming to Kaizer Chiefs, I think they've got many players about inexperience. There's many years bang win anything. They are under pressure. But my player, my position are very, very vital. Especially central. If uzofaka lo mfana uzwane kula magame so, akusili game le. Derby yesingambona umfana kunenye idaba ngena ku league yes done well when they beat Kaizer Chiefs Pirates. But they cup feature. Psychologically is strong enough because the game depend on the character determine the game. Talent only is not enough. But a crisis at the back foot for me, I believe it defensible if I'm an Orlando Pirates. I need to be honest.
Yeah, but I consider
both of them. Ingono manje mhlambu sibisi njengoba fikile but still they have defense. I think in King. You going to goalkeeper is much better. Unoba to China. Yabo going to Kaizer Chiefs defense yabo gemina. I think when they are tested, they are poor. We need to be honest. They don't have a midfield. We need to be honest. Iparati defense, idlala 2 defensive midfield. Abangekho nabo positive when they're playing. Yes, but you might think they are playing, but they are not positive. In terms of defending, they're doing well. Orlando, front three, Orlando Pirates. Gulaba dangerous corner. Front three, whereby if Ulochi is going to play, definitely sure. Munapula Saling. Woto for me, I don't understand why Melu Dalisu Woto. Gunguti, kuna player whereby in Kulego Pirates they are good players, so I understand. But the front three are mostly but dangerous. If Usaleng no. There's combination that I think Kaizer Chiefs defense is king.
Yeah. I know you'll probably choose Erasmus. The on-form forward at the moment is Chukamanja. The coaches will have to make a choice between him and Erasmus.
He's on form, we need to be honest. Minang believe go form, quality is a quality, but we need to be honest, can't lie. You on the front three, Chukamansh, would have forgot his name, Ben Funugu Meshina, Chukamansh, Nyalazi Kamala giving coach Chukamansh. Munapule Saling Temikosilo, that's very dangerous. Meaning King and number 10 abo playmaker abo and Fungumbona more involved for Kabilo Lamini. Abo Gule Kemeson Jambona with Dabi, Ipola Baltatagu, and I am seeing the Dabi wanted to do more. But the side in the Kaizer Chiefs in the middle, they're not playing. Now the front three abo. But he played one a little bit dangerous. We need to be honest, the priest. We was good till offside trap, wherever between the line. I was we found the situation, and it's become dangerous. Manga ben so talangama. I want to trade the back. Now last time we have a problem. I think he scored a goal, if I'm not mistaken, by Bam Chachi offside, which is Bengas.
Yes.
Yeah, so he didn't tell you good press high. Ngas good by Inzela and Londole. So good came so we wanted they must take care. None of that other players. Mtu is a good player, but truly speaking, you can't rely on him.
So what you've just done is to describe how good on-form Pirates is, how good their team is compared to Kaizer Chiefs. this is what we've been doing over and over again, and that's the only way you can predict a game. You can't say, I said that to Tso, you can't say Leeds United is going to beat Man City. Ngoba Man City siyazi ukuthi they are better than Leeds United based on form, based on the strength of the team. Ijive ngale game ukuthi you can do all of those things, but this game will unfold the way it unfolds. I don't know how, I don't know why, I don't know what. You know it, Tso knows it, you've played in it. I've never played. I would have loved to have played for Chiefs there in that derby, but I've never played in the Soweto Derby.
Yeah.
But for me, we've just spoken about the strengths and the weaknesses, and it looks like Orlando Pirates is the team in strength and in form, and that is true. But then the game unfolds in its own way that I don't understand.
Yeah, Nkuleko, Kaizer Chiefs, they've got luck. But the luck circulate, go, yeah, I lucky now, no justice now, no so now, no treason now. Everybody now circulate, and I use a one. Sometimes you know, about to never eating a scatisiwa, never go a scatis, but same day. What I'm trying to say, if you check it derby, you are right. Kaizer Chiefs, they've not been playing Guma derby, but they're winning. How I'm going to understand?
I don't understand.
Jangale Polale Ochi, Pegale Polu Yusuf Martul Shaigupi.
Once in a lifetime.
Yeah, I don't think Yusuf Mar can repeat that. But truly speaking, they've been getting this.
Yeah.
Particularly came lane Jangale. I mean, Pirates must know if they allow those situations, Wutabeko, they're out. This is a cup. I mean, this is not a league. Whereby going a second league. Yes, knowing about Con, I'm just making example. You're out. This Pirates out. Yadliwa came out. They must know even going up. So I'm sure they're gonna do less mistake. In terms of pound to pound players.
We know which team is strong.
Yeah.
Pound to pound, we know which
one. If they're gonna beat MTN right, MTN they beat Pirates. Is one of the best team in the continent. 3-0 Babene playing. Yeah, they did beat. Sometimes says qualities. I would be Uban Begang and stuff. The Rook was playing. Baning Gulia came. They were playing quality players. Charlie himself, and then they beat them. They had the plan. They didn't play, but they had the plan. Coming to Kaizer Chiefs, but for me,
yeah, maybe I'm thinking about something now tactically. Maybe we can talk about this. I think one of the you mentioned something important. That's why I'm thinking about this. With the Sundowns, it's a team that plays on the front foot, Sundowns. So it means that you know what to expect. They're gonna be in charge of the game. I think it's slightly more difficult to plan against Chiefs because Chiefs actually wants to absorb you. They know that you are Pirates and you are in good form. They're actually waiting for you to initiate. And maybe that is a problem, that in that game they could plan against the Sundowns because they know, shit, we're going to have to defend here. From the first whistle, exactly. And we need our wingers to stay where they are on the line. And I remember one of the goals, I think Umuna Pule Saleng, he called it from exactly the line, which was a counter boom. You get him on the line, he eliminates one person, he goes on to score. A brilliant solo goal. But with Chiefs, I don't think that Chiefs is always going to initiate. In the first 5 minutes, Chiefs they are okay to try and feel out what are you trying to do. Yeah. And then you have to initiate it. So it's difficult to absorb and hit on the counter in that kind of instance.
Yeah, true. Joby coach Tina, we move underdogs.
Exactly.
And then we're going to find them in a counter. I'm sure Ukulmana is saying that exactly. I can. Ngoba kule game, Pirates if na izoba ne pole position aside Yafina was going to have a problem. Everybody if is going to get involved going to Pirates. Whatever Pirates azoyenza kusasa, they need to chances about sebenzisa. Ngoba nkuleko with players, I mean, players individual, especially in Kulma in terms of experience, Pirates have got better. They won the cup last year. They did one, I think.
They won the MTN 8 last year, but in the same season last year.
Yes, last year, same season. You experience those players, they've got experience of winning the trophy. So I'm a situation was good now. When at Kaizer Chiefs, I understand they want to wait. But the more you wait for people, you can end up losing 2-0. And then go be late to be back. Or score and spine inside. In terms of a situation, Pirates experience, they are better. But you're right, if Kaizer Chiefs, as an issue, in most of my game, about winning, I be convinced in future. I mean, yes, I'm a tabi so pretty, but no surprise. Bangatali got the scoring on goal. okanye bakusurprise njengale Polisha uMarti nobody omunye umuntu engazothi ugoalkeeper makalwina lapho idlala to keep striker or push the ball goal I understand but the Pirates I'm sure nabo bayazi bodila nani ukuthi okay labantu laba boslinda but kumele sibe concern nge-counter attack they're going uthi breeze we need to take off the breeze and uthi breeze akunamuntu ozomphasa ngaphandle kwe-defense once thina we can break it cause the Pirates banothemba inkosi lotshe that is so responsible he can go direct himself he can go
I think the other thing as you mentioned that I think these derbies have not had Uthembi Ngoseloche. If I'm not mistaken, they didn't have
the one he was playing.
Maybe he was coming back from fitness because that's the one X factor he Pirates.
Yeah.
It's either him and sometimes it's Upule who hasn't been playing recently.
You are right. Upule was playing, but he never played well. Uplume was a kumbula khatsa inu Pluma Tilanai. Ulo, but Ulo beka injury. All along bamfaka kule game. But if he's fit, I mean manje umbonile is on top of his game and mhlambe bebamsave Pirates nabo badlala imanye game ngaye ngoba makakhona lamfana ezingitshelile yabona lamfana eboxini uzongena
it makes a difference
enkulu kakhulu cause emagamini so you need kufuneka i-character and talent so yena uyakwazi ukuthi abe compose i-finish so noma ngabe I had to add ngathi ufuna uku-emphasize indaba ukuthi ukhune must come back noma adlala but you want to last week makamqalisa ngiyazi ukuthi lo was suspended but in this game unengqondo ukuthi we need him but truly speaking mina Nkuleka I don't think they've got answers for Orlando Pirates bazoba na ama-moment ama-chance bazowathola Pirates they're gonna yiba bazosibhitha by not taking their chances.
Score prediction?
I won't say score but Pirates will win the game. Yeah, I know we've been predicting I think 2 years, right? The last 2 years, he won a season whereby we told Kaizer Chiefs is a pity Orlando Pirates they won 3-0. Ntambo was still there. He even scored. But these 2 years, Kaizer Chiefs they've been winning. As Ushoba supplies Orlando Pirates. But luck is circulate. Kule game le nkuleko. Angibona umhlolo uzwenzeka icup le. Kaizer Chiefs is all guys.
All right, there you go. That's Kaizer Chiefs, Orlando Pirates. It takes us as long as that to ventilate this because it's very complicated. It really is very complicated, and I actually like it the way that it is because nothing is obvious. And also, really, if you think about it, the team that's really on form, not that wow, but the team that's better than the other, why is it that on the day of this important fixture, they always fail, especially in the last 2 or 3 years, they always fail against that team. So we'll see tomorrow whether or not that's going to continue as a pattern. You should think that Orlando Pirates will win tomorrow, but anything will happen in this kind of fixture. Don't take our word for it. You can go to wsb.co.za. It is TV, it is Times, World Sports Betting. Thank you for watching us.